Welcome back to Swamp Up Harvey. We got a fun video today. We're going to be going over all the mods that we've added since the last video that you guys have seen. Should be fun. Okay, so the two newest and most important mods that we've made is the last video we've blown this motor sky high and just destroyed everything. So we took the whole motor out, put it in a cooler, and sent it off to California, and the guys at CT Racing rebuilt it for us. So our second newest mod, we added this high performance HMF header and muffler. The reason we added the header is the stock one we were wrapping with some of that wrap, and if you've ever used that before, you know that the glass gets in your hands and it's super painful. So we just decided to buy the whole thing, and it looks great. As far as performance though, I mean, we don't notice any more power, but as far as looks, it looks amazing. Sounds still like the other one did, so really big upgrade right there. As far as the front end, we still got the same Fox Float 3s, I'm pretty sure, on the front, but we did add another pretty big upgrade to these. We added these I can't remember the name. We have these high gear reservoirs. People exaggerate by saying that they're four-wheeler. You can't feel a bump on it. I'm literally not exaggerating to you when I say I cannot feel a bump when I'm driving this thing. The shock setup on here is that impressive. And also in the back we added an Elka shock. I can't actually remember the name of it. They got like all kinds of different names like XLZ, like weird stuff like that, so I can't remember. But as far as the shock setup on this, it works perfect for trail riding and really just anything we use this for. We don't really jump it or anything, so this setup right here is just great. So we go on long rides sometimes, so storing fuel is a huge thing, huge importance to us, and we've actually had trouble with fuel bottles with the paint holding up. And as you can see here, we bought these Hiltis and we added some tape around them just to kind of help out. But as far as looks, amazing, and they've held up longer than any of the other fuel bottles that we've used. So a really big upgrade that we've made since the last time you guys have seen this is we added these 6-piston brakes by Pro Run. The guy hand makes these over in France, I'm pretty sure. Just really impressive brakes. If you want stopping power, I mean, you could literally flip the front end over. It just locks up the tires immediately. Really impressive brakes. If you haven't, go check out Pro Run brakes. If you're looking for brakes, you really can't beat these. Well worth the money. We have these on all of our four-wheelers. We really love them. So since last time, we have switched from this stock throttle body to the Urmosi throttle body. It's got the adjustable up and down, and you can move it in and out depending on how you're riding. If you're thinking about spending the money on one of these, I just spend the money. If you get thumb fatigue or anything like that, these really help. As smooth as can be, you just grease these little bearings in there and they just last forever. So far this one's holding up. I think we put it through one season. On the other hand, we added this front brake master cylinder by Beringer, and if you've ever looked into this brand, they're like it's like the Rolex of brakes, and they're very expensive. But I have a big complaint, and most of you will agree with me on this. They don't have a breakaway, and the end of this in here is kind of sharp. So if you ever gotten a crash and your hands went forward, you would severely damage your hands. If you've ever been in a crash and you've used the breakaways before, then you know that that's a very necessary thing to have. It looks amazing. We got real blingy looking up here, but as far as the money, I don't know if I would upgrade from stock or just from your plain Jane master cylinder. If you want us to, leave down in the comments if you want us to make another video on these. We can go in deeper comparing this to stock if you are thinking about spending the money. If you're thinking about spending the money on the Urmosi, just do it. Just go buy it right now. I'm telling you, that'll be my next mod on my four-wheeler. But we'll make another video and we'll compare these. We'll take them out and ride them and compare it to the stock setup on mine, and just kind of see if there's a difference. Now for the part that we've all been waiting for. I know that you guys have seen them throughout this video. The Alba Racing A-arms. Just look at them. I mean, Oh, you just can't get better than that. This would also be another mod that I would put on mine. On here we went with the plus 2s. If you have a stock 4 injection, you know they're a little narrow, so you can kind of flip them. We added these, and we also added a wheel spacer. I think it's a 1-inch wheel spacer. And after that, I mean, really this thing feels like you can't flip it. We also added a hub in the back that kind of spaces out the back wheel. But one reason we go with the Alba Racing A-arms, first of all, because we used the stock for years and these ball joints started to go bad. With the Alba Racing A-arms, you can just take them off and go down to your local shop and get some new ones, or just order them online. And instead of having to actually buy brand new A-arms, which is a pretty big investment to put into your four-wheeler. So that's really nice. Also, just look at them. I mean, they look phenomenal. If you haven't, go check out Alba Racing, just all their products. We use their hand-type vibe too. Everything that we put on here that's Alba Racing is just some of our favorite parts. So if you're thinking about buying A-arms, definitely go with these. I know there's other good brands out there, but these are just our personal favorite. We'll make a video just on these later. We'll kind of go into the details, compare them to stock, see if they're really worth the money, and I'm going to tell you right now, like they just are. They're really, really impressive A-arms. So that's about everything that we've added since the last video. If you want to see any of the other stuff, go check out. We have 2 more videos on there explaining everything else that we put on here. In our next video, we're going to be taking this thing out. I know you guys have been wanting to see it ride. We're going to take it out, we're going to test each part, and we're really going to dive in and see which parts are actually worth the money and which parts are kind of just for looks. Obviously, all this stuff is linked down below in the description, so go check it out. If you really want to make some cool mods, Alba Racing A-arms are awesome. Obviously, the Fox shocks and the Urmosi Throttle, those are by far my favorite. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also comment below what you want to see in our next videos. And I think that's all for this video.